Carol, how are you feeling about this new appointment to the board?
I'm really excited about this new appointment. I think this is the next step in the journey since we bought the club last May. And I'm just so pleased that we've managed to secure Dave Flitcroft, who is so experienced. And he has enthusiasm which matches ours, and which is amazing. And I'm really, really looking forward to working with him and to seeing what we can achieve.
And could you just explain the thought process behind the appointment?
Do you mean the thought process of the appointment of Dave or of the role?
Both the role and the appointment, I suppose.
Okay. So we are looking for a manager, and we'd shortlisted, and Dave was on the shortlist. And during his interview, which ran over by some considerable time, we really started to talk about what we wanted to achieve, what our long-term vision was, our long-term aims, and how we were going to do that. And it really became apparent that this wasn't a replace like with like. It wasn't a replacing one manager with another. And when I talked to the board, we were looking at how are we, going to put in place the infrastructure that the club needs to sustainably move forward, because you don't want to just move forward if you're going to fall straight back again. And it's this first opportunity that we've had to review how Port Vale runs as a whole, and how do we ensure that football is right slap bang in the middle to the way the organisation runs. So to bring somebody in on the board, so you haven't got a gulf then that you have to bridge between the boardroom and the first team and the football. It puts football right in the centre. And so it was in discussions with Dave for that role, in the manager role, but then in those discussions really realising that wasn't the most or the best direction for us to take, and that actually to go in and get a director of football would be that, and he just was a perfect candidate. So the next bit was easy, really.
And how much do you think this appointment will now help with the search for a new manager?
Oh, hugely. It's his first responsibility, and he's come in, and we were working on this yesterday. We were in the club. He's got an awful lot of contacts in football, a lot of experience in football, and he knows what we want, and he knows what we want to achieve and what would really fit into this environment. So his initial two things as he joins us is, one, to work with Danny to make sure that we're doing all we can in this season, and in parallel to that, and just as importantly, is to make sure that we employ the right manager, or hopefully the right manager, as soon as we can. But that will be his responsibility to go and find that manager and to bring him on board with us.
Carol, thank you very much.
My pleasure.